Peace and blessings be upon to all my brothers and sisters out there in Yeshua precious name. This is your brother Jehoshaphat. Hey family, I tried doing that one message, but it got messed up because I was making it through. I was making it through it, and we was talking about it. So you might want to go back over and see what was said. Now we have talked about things like this before, but I see we got to go back into it again. Now, God is going to test your faith in Him in all your ways. So think about that. If you say you love God, if you really say you love God, how can you expect your life being any more different than you being like Daniel getting sticked in the lion's den? How can you expect your life to be any different than you to be tested of your faith like Jesus? How can you be tested or your faith in God any different than any patriotic that you would see? How can you see yourself any different than Paul? Okay, we all know John. John was out there doing what he was doing. Okay, that's you living in this world, being away from God. But when you step into God's kingdom, look what he had to do. He had to pull as many Gentiles as he possibly could into with God. Look at some of the great stories in the Bible of the people that Jonas, him being rebellious, him not wanting to go give the word to the Chaldeans. In your life, you're going to be tested just like them. You ain't no different than those people and the things that they went through, because God is gonna ask the same thing of you in your life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna have to go through a King David. You gonna have to. He wants to see what your worth is. If you gonna do whatever it is that you saying that you gonna do, and he tests the people that he love. It's not like he not gonna test you. Oh, you get to live your whole life and be sitting up there saying you love God, and God ain't gonna come put the fire to you. Yes, he will too. You know what I'm saying? He tests his children. Yes, he does. So check this out. So God is going to test your faith in him in all of your ways. Are you willing? Are you willing to wait on him? Are you willing to believe in him and not other people? That's why people fall short, because they be sitting up over here waiting on people or trying to do things like people do, thinking that it's going to have a good outcome for them when they're a child of God. You can't be a child of Yah and doing it the way that they're doing it. You got to do it his way, or there's no way for it. Okay, but then he will test your long suffering when to see if you're gonna make it to the end. So just on your patience and your testing, on your long suffering, I've been there. Like I said to y'all that I wouldn't ask God to teach me how to have more patience with people. I'm gonna have to, family. I don't even see a way of getting out of this, so I'm gonna have to submit to the Father, and I'm gonna have to ask him to teach me how not to get mad at people and their stupidity. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna have to ask him, even though I'm just gonna have to ask him, family, and I'm gonna have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? His teaching is better than any other person that you possibly can think of. Okay, he's gonna test the will on your long suffering to see what you will end up doing. He's gonna test your body. He's gonna test the will of your body to test no different than your mind. So he's gonna test your body and your mind to see how much you really have faith in him, family. No different than when we first started this off. Now, you might not have this grandeur scale to have to go through all of them things. You know, her sacrifice was her two mites. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got it like that, but he's gonna ask you to come out of your pocket. You know what I'm saying? He is no differently than any of those other people. So if you say you love God, you can't really look at your life any different than what they went through, because they went through the most. It's people who would sit up here and try to deny it, but name me somebody in your family that you did not see go through what Job went through. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Everybody in their family got a story of somebody similar to what's going on in that Bible, because these things are being tested by God to see what your faith, what your worth, what your will is. He wants to know, family. He has that right. And how else is he's going to pick up your shortcoming if you don't know what they are, where you falling short at? Now, we as people, we can deny him all we want, but God is going to come along and fix him up for us. He is, and he's going to give us more strength in these things. Now, check this out. Okay, and your spirit to see if you will give up or you will give in. So he gonna test your spirit. Which one is you gonna give in, or is you gonna hold on? You know what I'm saying? You either gonna give in or you gonna hold on. You gonna give in to your sin, or you gonna hold on and you gonna withstand and be able to overpass the test. Your faith, what you have, what will be tested, or what you will lose. All your hard work for a moment of unfaithfulness. So, okay, your faith, what you have, it will be tested, or you will be, and all of your hard work for a moment of unfaithfulness. So, see, this falls into something else right here, because it's gonna come a point to where all the stuff that you have, it's all up on your faith. And if you don't have faith in God, you're gonna lose it, family. I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose it. So you're gonna have to stay strong and you're gonna have to stay faithful. Okay, you must endure in your faith and not look back, but hold fast to all the heavenly promises that were given to you. From anything in the face will pass, anything in your face will pass away, but God's word and promise will last forever. So it is better to work our best in the time of giving, to be made perfect for our Father, for our works of faith, and done in the will of the Father. So if you say that you gonna walk this walk and you want to be on this walk, your faith will be tested. I'm telling you this. And it can manifest itself in many things. It can come after you, and God is gonna test you. You know what I'm saying? God is gonna test you. So the best thing you can do is be long suffering in whatever it is, and hold fast to whatever you have learned, and have faith in it, and step on and walk on God, because he wants to see what you gonna do. He wants to see how much you willing to endure. He wants to see how much you believe. He wants to see how much that you can overcome. He wants to see how much your spirit can be tested. He wants to see what is the differences that you can put up to before you give in, or you're gonna fall short. Are you gonna head back to the other way? Okay, I'm gonna check in on Fat. He said he loved me. Do he have faith in me? You know what I'm saying? So God is gonna put me to that test. He's gonna put me to that test in all of these things to see if I'm staying on point. If I'm not doing none of these things, then I'm being unfaithful, and it's just talk. Real talk, family. If I'm being unfaithful and I'm not giving in to these things, I'm not carrying this love on me, I'm not walking in love, I'm not trying to be faithful, you know what I'm saying? I'm not